I was actually diagnosed with a systemic lupus erythematosus, or call it SLE, in 1997 after my miscarriage. Even though I studied dietetics, which include health disorder, I was actually unfamiliar with SLE. The doctor didn't tell me how dangerous is the disease until I found out from my niece that it is fatal. I actually was so upset because the doctor didn't tell me the truth. And being a nutritionist, I could not accept the fact that I was having lupus. I was in a state of denial and depression. Upon advice by my brother, who actually worked in hospital, I went to see another specialist for a second thought. And after doing blood tests, I was confirmed having lupus. Very terrified. I was admitted in the hospital for a couple of weeks, where I was injected with high doses of steroids, including prednisolone and other kinds of medication. My SLE flared up and my condition was very bad. For the first 3 years, I was admitted in and out of hospital because I had prolonged fever, joint bones and pain, and also terrible skin rash as well. During that time, I remember the estimated lifespan of people with lupus was around 5 years only. Can you imagine having a son aged 9 and a small daughter aged 6? I was living in fear. I do not know whether I could live longer or not. I pray to God that for His mercy to let me live longer to see my 2 kids growing up. I could not bear to see them living without a mother at a very young age. So let me share with you what SLE is all about for those who have no idea about this life-threatening disease. SLE is actually an autoimmune disease in which the immune system attacks its own tissue, causing widespread inflammation and tissue damage in the affected organs. The immune system is actually designed to identify foreign bodies such as bacteria and viruses and attack them to keep you healthy. However, in the case of mine, lupus, my immune system mistakenly attacks tissues such as skin, joints, kidneys, and lining of the hearts and lungs, causing ongoing inflammation and pain. It's just like a soldier and an army who actually fight each other without knowing whether they're enemies or friends. The word lupus comes from a Latin word for wolf due to the erosive facial lesions that will resemble of a wolf bite. Ladies and gentlemen, lupus is actually a chronic disease with no cure. Until now, the cause is unknown. This means that we have to manage it, but it will not go away. Treatment can help to improve symptoms, prevent flares, depending on symptoms and needs. Lupus is a disease of flares. The symptom worsen and you will feel ill, and remissions, the system improve and you feel better. Guys, lupus is not contagious, not even through sexual contact. You cannot catch lupus from someone or give lupus to someone. Unlike coronavirus, now it can be very infectious. If you are close contact, your chance of being positive COVID-19 is high. Lupus develops in response to a combination of factors both inside and outside our body, including our hormones, genetics, environment. 80 to 90% of people with lupus expect to live a normal lifespan. It is true that science has not yet developed a method for curing lupus, and some people do die from this disease. However, for majority of people with the disease today, it will not be fatal. I would like to share with you some of the symptoms that I experienced. I used to have unexplainable fever on and off before I was detected with lupus. I also feel extremely tired, fatigued all the time, even though I have enough sleep. When I was diagnosed with SLE, I started having malar rash, which is like a butterfly shape on my cheeks and also on my nose. My face that time was swollen and it was just like a moon face. I'm also sensitive to sun or light, because it will worsen the rashes on my skin and often got headache. I am not able to bring my children to the beach, let them swim and play with the sand because of my lupus. And I also experienced hair loss because of the medicine that I took, or because of inflammation or infection. My hair got gradually thinning out. I experienced lost clumps of hairs, and hair easily falls on my pillow and while washing my hair. Loss of eyebrow, eyelashes, and also body hair is possible for lupus. I used to have mouth sores and ulcers in my mouth, appear on the roof of my mouth, in the gums, inside the cheeks, on the lips, and inside the nose. I had actually experienced 3 months mouth ulcer, whereby I could not eat at all except for drinking water, and I lost a lot, about 15 kgs during that time. And I also have swelling muscle and joint pains, and I have difficulty climbing the staircase and do housework. So for ladies or women with lupus, the most scary part is miscarriage. When I got diagnosed with lupus, the doctor advised me not to get pregnant because women with LCLE have a higher rate of miscarriage, fetal loss, and premature birth compared with the general population. I was so lucky when I got lupus. I actually had one son and also a daughter. And I went into a very bad depression period, because like I mentioned just now, I could not accept the fact that I was having lupus in that time. And I often have abdominal pain, I do not know, it's not a food poisoning, but it often, I always have this pain in my stomach. And when I was working during that time, I always have dryness of my eyes, whereby my colleagues was telling me, why not you go and see doctor, because they thought I have an eye sore and I should be in a quarantine at home. But I told them this dryness of eye is not because of eye sore and not contagious, because it is actually due to my lupus. And I'm actually very lucky because I don't have this inflammation in the lining of my heart or lungs, which causes chest pain when breathing. Or I'm also very lucky that I don't have stroke yet. Heart attack risk is 50 times higher in people with lupus. And during my 3 years before my retirement, when I was working, I often go to the hospital, and the doctor told me that my white blood count cells was low, which indicate that my body is not able to deal with any infection. And sometimes I do have low red blood cell counts, which is a sign of anemia, meaning that your body or my body does not have red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout my body, and I extremely feel tired. And I also have too much protein in my urine, which is also a sign of kidney disease. I was very scared, frightened, because kidney failure is one of the leading causes of death for lupus. And here are some of the medications and supplements that I took. SLE treatment consists of immunosuppressive drugs like hydrochloroquine, which is an anti-malaria pill, corticosteroids, like prednisolone, non-steroidal and anti-inflammatory like cytosan, Salseps, and so forth. And long-term medication use may not be associated with more serious, including osteoporosis and so forth. And I do take a lot of vitamins. I took vitamin E, vitamin A, zinc, and the B vitamins, which are beneficial for lupus. And I also tried my best to have a well-balanced diet that contains plenty of fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and moderate amounts of meat, poultry, and fish. I tried my best to avoid garlic and alfalfa, which can mess up my immune system. Actually, exercise is very good, but sometimes I'm so lazy to do exercise, to strengthen parts of my body, the heart, lungs, bone, joints, to control weight gain and boost mental health. I do go for regular checkups, at the hospital. When I first got my SLE, I have to go for medical checkup on a weekly basis. Then after that, it's on monthly basis, and now it's on quarterly basis. ladies and gentlemen, when I first got lupus, when I first started, with this Lifewave product, I didn't know anything. I got no reference. It's up to me to patch wherever I like. I only know glutathione, X39 and Aeon. I had shoulder frozen at that time where I put Aeon on my shoulder, and it really works. After 4 days of patching with Aeon on my shoulder, the pain was completely gone until today. I started from scratch and learned about Lifewave from a consumer standpoint. Every night I would open YouTube on Lifewave patching protocols demonstrated by David Smith and Dr. Karen Kent. I started attending Zoom meetings, and I also subscribed patchingprotocol.com to enhance my understanding on dealing with pain, patching techniques and protocols area. I started patching properly after listening to Brother Roy that you have to start with a basic detox by applying 5 days detox program for 3 consecutive cycles. 5 days consecutive days detox, and then you rest for 2 days and repeat until you complete the 3 cycles. So why detox is so important? Because our body is just like a factory, we are exposed to so many chemicals, be it our food supply, the air that we breathe, daily use cosmetic and other chemical agents in cleaning. Some of these are very harmful and can cause potential damage. On day-to-day basis, our liver, kidneys, intestine, lymphatic system are doing this work continuously for us. Hence, detoxification is required to remove body toxins from our body. So you can see here in the diagram that glutathione, Aeon, SP6 Complete, Energy Enhancer, Carnosine, and Silent Nights are important products for the 5 days basic detox program. Upon completion of basic detox program, I continue to apply high immune system protocol to treat my SLE. So these are the products used, you see. To increase energy, we need energy enhancer. For painkiller, we need ice wave. Also for regeneration of cells, new cells, and we need to patch, X39. I use a lot of glutathione also on my body, and the SP Complete to reduce craving, Aeon for anti-inflammation, cyanide, and to get a good quality sleeps, and also carnosine. I also take Alevida regenerating trio that makes my skin now better than before. So this is the high immune system patching protocol actually shared by Brother Roy, on 2nd July 21, after a month patching myself with Lifewave products and stop all medication. I totally stopped. I didn't take any single steroid at all. So I went to the hospital for regular medical checkups. The doctor was so amazed because my white blood cell counts and protein and urine results were normal. I'm so thankful to God for opening the door for me after a long 25 years waiting. I am so much energetic now. I look much younger and healthier. Lifewave technology is truly remarkable and phenomenal. Just please take note on the disclaimer, because whatever I share here is based on my personal experience. The statement of Lifewave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical conditions. If you have any medical problem, please seek advice from your medical doctor. I would like to share with you some of the testimonial of my close relatives. This is Aiden. He is my grandson. That time he was like 1.5 years old. He has high fever, seizures, and eczema. So on 30th September last year at 5 a.m. in the morning, he had sudden fever, 40 degrees Celsius, and almost went into seizures. His face, was it turned blue. My daughter that time was crying. She knocked on my door and saying, "Come and see what happened to my son." So she rushed, she and husband rushed taken to the nearest hospital emergency ward and later was admitted. So the body temperature on the first day was between 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. The doctor inserted water and pill in the anus, put him on drip and also antibiotic. And then on the 2nd of October, my daughter, she actually brought the Lifewave products together with her, even during the emergency time. So she patched IceWave at TW23, which is at both temples, and the temperature, body temperature dropped to 36, between 36 to 37 Celsius, which is normal, And then the next day she patched glutathione because my grandson, if you see here, he's having, a lot of rashes due to his eczema. So she patched, at L14, and also sometimes here at GB21. And the temperature, of course, during that time has gone back to normal. And on the 4th, she also put energy enhancers, at lung 1, temperature normal and rashes gone. If you look here, the rashes has gone, see? His skin is clean, And he was discharged on 4th October with the hospital bill amounting to 8,000 ringgit Malaysia. That is equivalent to 4 sets of gold package of Lifewave. And then here is another testimonial by my sister, Manja. She was impacted by COVID-19 during that time, it was Delta. On the same day, 30th September 2021. I think this date was actually a very unlucky date because on 30th September, actually it was my birthday actually falls on 30th September. So I didn't actually celebrate my birthday because I had my grandson admitted and I had my sister calling me crying because she had a very bad cough and her body temperature was very high, and she was telling me, I'm so scared. I know I'm positive COVID-19, what should I do, And she has lost sense of taste and smell. Her body temperature has gone up to 40 degrees Celsius. And then on the 2nd, and so I told her, don't worry, I said, you stay calm, I'll post you a set of Lifewave products, please try. I said, you just follow according to the COVID-19 high immune system protocol, which was actually shared with us by Brother Roy. And also I asked her to buy all those things that need to support her immune system. So when she received the Lifewave product in the evening, the very evening, she actually patched herself according to the protocol. And the next day, her sense of taste and smell recovered, honestly. So the doctor called me and said, Auntie, my mom's sense of taste has come back. So I was amazed, And on the 4th of October, her body temperature, which was actually high at that time, has dropped to 37 and between 37 and 38 Celsius, and her cough has improved. And the next day, she has an appointment with the Ministry of Health staff at Stadium Ipoh, where they check her blood pressure. It was normal. Her oxygen level was good at 98, and the temperature normal is already normal at 36.7 Celsius. And she was asked to go for continue for home quarantine. So everything was okay for her within just like 4 or 5 days after patching herself, with Lifewave products, except for her cough, which takes a little bit longer time. And this is another grandson, Adrian. He has a runny nose at time, So my daughter patched him with IceWave, on both sides of his nose. And this is my granddaughter, Safia. She's 3 years old. And she always asks me, if she wants to go out, she will always remind me, She said, Grandma, can I have glutathione? So I asked her, why you want glutathione? And she will tell me, I don't want to get sick. So just imagine being a small girl, at the age of 3.5 years old, she knows why she needs glutathione. So what about us adults? We should do it or make it a passion as a part of our lifestyle. I and my family, we are actually very loyal to this product. If let's say we forgot to put on or patch ourselves with glutathione, X69, when we want to go out, we will turn back and grab these patches because it seems like if I don't have these patches on my body, I feel it's just like it's just that you are like naked, you know. So this is part of me already. And also this is another testimonial by my niece. Her name is Kuamira. She has scoliosis. You know, she's a banker, still young. She was detected scoliosis in 2017 after giving birth to her third child. If anybody do not know what scoliosis is all about, it is where the spine twists and curves to the side. She feels like a stiffness and tightness in the lower back and makes it difficult for her to walk with ease. This is some of the x-rays that she shared with me. You know, if you see, you know, the bone, so it's like a S shape, and it is very painful. A treatment including ultrasound, infrared, and physiotherapy. She had to do it twice a week, you know, and it was done at one of the private hospitals in Kuala Lumpur. She started using Lifewave products on 11 December last year. She patched X39 and Lifewave, like this picture, you know, and she felt better after a week. Her last treatment was on January this year. After that, she stopped going to the hospital. And I asked her, why you stopped going to the hospital? And she told me that, why should I go? I don't want to waste my time going to the hospital. It only reduced my pain, you know, but I felt better. I feel better when I patch with Lifewave. And now she can cook, she can vacuum her house, she can clean the bathroom, do house chores, and the best thing is she can shop till drop. Previously, she could not enjoy shopping in the shopping mall because she experienced, you know, pain, and she easily got tired. She also uses Ayurveda regenerating cryo, and now you see here in the picture, her skin started glowing, which makes her office mates, you know, curious, and because she used to have acne and dull skin. She feels completely a new person with radiant look, beautiful skin, and able to perform her work better. Lifewave has transformed for better life, for her life to be better, well-being, and healthy. This is another testimonial by my son-in-law, Nabil. He has an eye infection on 12th February this year. He went to the clinic and was given eye drop and antibiotic by the doctor. Nothing changed after 4 days taking antibiotic and eye drop. So I told him, why not you try the Lifewave product? Why don't you patch Carnosine? And he did. He patched Carnosine on the right temple, and within the day, you know, his ISO has reduced to 50%. After patching Carnosine on the second day, the redness has completely gone. Lifewave product is truly amazing. This is my self-testimonial. I used to have very bad pigmentation, and when I use YH and also Ayurveda patches and also the cream, you know, it has actually improved my skin from inside out. Look at my skin, it was so bad, you know, and now my skin has improved. It looks cleaner and smoother.